This is I'm tired, but I still want to cook a dinner. This looks like you tried really hard, but guess what? It's one of the easiest weeknight dinners you can make. So go grab your chair, go grab your spoon, come on back. Let's make this one together. This easy chicken mushroom marsala is perfect for busy nights when you still want a real dinner. One pan, simple ingredients, and a comforting meal the whole family will love. Aren't you so glad you joined us tonight? I am. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome in. I'm Wendy, your Kitchen Chaos Coordinator. Tonight we're making one of Papaw's specialties. My dad would make this, and my chihuahuas would know that he was making this, and they would be at his feet the whole time. Come sit with us as we make skillet chicken with marsala wine sauce, otherwise known as chicken marsala. All right, what do you need for this dish? Well, first of all, I want to tell you that it's always down there. Go check the description. I always put the ingredients and the how-to for the recipes down there in the description so that you don't have to go hunt and peck. No need for your notes app. Just sit back, relax, cook with me tonight, and then I will just run right through this real quick. So obviously you want some skinless, boneless chicken breasts, and I like to get them sliced thin. Lucky for us, Walmart has started doing that. They started slicing them real thin, so I don't have to slice mine in half. But let's say you get 4 breasts, you're just going to slice them in half, so you end up with 8. Then you're going to need a box of mushrooms that are sliced. Now you'll see this box is pretty darn big. My family loves mushrooms like you wouldn't believe, so we always buy the bigger box. You'll see in the description for the ingredients, it's actually a smaller box that you need, but that's between me and you and the fence post, as they say. A little bit of olive oil just to get your chicken breasts going. You need half a cup of chicken broth and a half a cup of marsala wine. Now, this is cooking wine. Where did I find this? I found this over with those cooking vinegars and things like that. So I'm going to pull this up close so that you can see. It's called Marsala cooking wine. And again, it's found over there with the other vinegars and cooking wines. I mean, it was right next to the white wine vinegar and stuff like that. So if you know about where that is, just look at every label. That's how I found it. Because when you run out, I mean, that little bottle will last us a year. So when you run out, you're like, where did I find that again? Okay. Then you need just a little bit of parsley just to, give a little color to it. And you need a shallot that you've sliced extra thin. What the heck is a shallot? Well, it looks like a tulip to me. It looks like a tulip. It's in the onion family, right? Whoop, whoop. Man down, man down. Okay, it looks like a shallot it looks like an onion in the shape of a tulip. It looks like when you cut it, it kind of looks like a red onion. Let me go get that. Smoochie's like, what's going on? What'd you drop, Mom? So you'll want one of these guys sliced thin. All right, and then to serve it over, you can serve it over any kind of noodle you want, whether that's a linguine or a thick spaghetti or angel hair, whatever you choose. Tonight we just happen to have on hand some long egg noodles, so we're just going with egg noodles. So are you excited to cook? Because I sure am. All right, let's get this thing going. The first thing we want to do is heat up our skillet. Now, you know this burner gets super hot for me, so you know your burner. You're going to want to put it at a medium to medium high heat because we're going to sear these chicken breasts first, and then we're going to set them aside and then cook the other stuff. So we just want this to get warm enough that it does a good job for the chicken. So there we go. When this oil gets hot, I'm going to put There's probably 8 slices of chicken here. Honestly, they're not all gonna fit in here. So we're gonna have to do it a batch at a time. So we'll start with 4, give them a good salt and pepper, flip them over, give them a good salt and pepper, and then we'll transfer them to a dish and then repeat before we get to the mushrooms and stuff. So it's gonna take a second. Let me get this going and I'll come back. All right, first part done. Let's add our second breasts in. These are cooking for 6 to 7 minutes, so 3 to 4 minutes per side. Just getting them nice and brown. I'll come back to you when it's time to cook. Just remember our trick for knowing when it's time to turn your meat. You can see that it's half. The meat has changed color to about halfway up, right? And when you move it, it should not be stuck. See how it's not stuck at all? That tells me that it is ready to turn. Let's see if I can get this on camera without killing all of us. Ta-da! Okie dokie then. These second set are ready to come out. And then you can cover them with foil if you want, or if you just want to cover them over with the lid to the pan. That's fine, just something to help keep them warm. Next thing we want to do is we're going to cook these mushrooms and the shallot. Together. And it says a little bit of salt, but honestly, I think we've put enough salt in there, don't you? I'm okay with no more salt. Now let's see, my burner is up a little high, so I'm going to turn it down. Y'all know your burner. And it is going to take a minute to get these mushrooms and shallots cooked down. So what I'll do is I will leave you and we will let these guys get browned. If you use the small package, it's going to take 3 to 7 minutes. Look at me, 6, 7, no. It's going to take up to 8 minutes, really, for the mushroom to get a good brown on both sides, you know, because they're full of water. So they lose their water first, and then you wait for them to brown. So that's basically what we're up to here, is just waiting for them to lose their moisture content and get a nice brown. And then we'll add in our secret sauce here. All right, so let's leave these go. I'm looking at my timer right now. It is 5 till 5. We're doing pretty good for dinner. What a gorgeous brown color these have become. And now we want to add the juices. So we want to add the marsala and the chicken broth, but we also want to add any of the juice that's come off of the chicken. So I'm just going to turn this sideways and dump that guy in. And then I'm going to add in, again, this is a 1/2 cup of chicken broth and a 1/2 cup of marsala wine. And this will need to come back up to a nice simmer. And you want it to simmer, let me check, 4 minutes, it says, till the sauce reduces by half. So you've got 4 minutes of it going pretty good till the sauce reduces by half. And then our final step is to lay the chicken back in and put the lid on and let it simmer for another couple minutes. So here we go. Here we go. We're this close. We're this close. If you guys have liked this content at all, would you give me a thumbs up? It's over there somewhere. Maybe right there. Can you give me a thumbs up, please? I really appreciate it. And if you do like what you see and you want more content, I would love for you to become a subscriber as well. Like I said, we are well over the 300s now. I think we're 312, 314. So what? That's amazing. And would love to have you as a guest at our table as well. So please consider subscribing. Please give me a like, share with a friend. Everything that we can do to get this little channel up and going. I'm so appreciative of you all. I need to do a new subscriber call out. I haven't done that in a while, so maybe we'll have to do that next time. All right, this looks like it's back to boiling, so we'll give it 4 minutes and then we'll add the chicken back in and let it sit in there for another 4 minutes and we'll be ready to serve. Can you tell you've got a good recipe when it has all the little like wet marks on it? We found this in Papaw's above his microwave in his cookbooks when he passed away. So here it is. Now we know how to make Papaw's mushroom chicken. Delicious. He also made chicken piccata, the one with the capers and the lemon. Man, was he good. So good. This is the part where the dogs would be underfoot. When they could smell this mushroomy, chickeny gravy, they were like, oh, what have we got going on here? Delicious. Delicious. All right, we're just giving it a couple more minutes and then I'll add the chicken. Okay, our chicken has all been nestled back in amongst the sauce, and we're just going to give this another 4 minutes and then it will be ready to plate. See you soon. Wonder if is it time for hubby? It was hubby. Guess what? Hi, honey.
It smells delicious.
Are you ready to eat?
Yes, please.
Okay, we got about 2 minutes left. You have time to go
Change.
get into something comfortable and we'll eat.
Sweet.
All right?
Awesome. Thank you, baby.
Love you.
Love you.
All right, just about done. The last thing to do is sprinkle about. It's 2 tablespoons. You could do this or you could not do this. Does not matter. Just nice to add a little punch of color on the top of there. This dinner looks like you tried so hard, but it's one of the easiest dinners you make all week. Trust me.